I'm Brian Glover, Senior Director of Product Marketing for B2B for Adobe. And I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking to you about our B2B announcements, but I want to take a step back and give you some context on what Adobe does in B2B, the challenges our customers are facing, and why we believe that what we're doing right now is really important for B2B customers. So at the highest level, what Adobe does for B2B customers is we help to bring revenue teams, and that would be the combined marketing, sales, services teams together around a customer, and for the full life cycle of a customer, from beyond when you acquire a new customer to when you drive adoption with a customer, upsell, cross-sell, retain customers. And we help them to drive more personalized experiences for their customers across this entire life cycle, help them to build higher quality pipeline within these customer accounts, and overall drive more profitable growth. And as a little bit of background, it's a very exciting time, and you're going to hear about this tomorrow if you're able to attend the main stage keynote, and we have a strategy keynote that I would recommend for a little bit more background, because we believe that we're on the cusp of a generational transformation in B2B, and we're referring to this as B2B 3.0, and I'll give you some context in terms of how we got to how we're getting to B2B 3.0 and what that means. So B2B 1.0, you could really think about as the emergence of the CRM, customer relationship management. And this was all about, hey, how do we take a record of a customer and bring it online? How do we digitize it? How do we take the Rolodex off the salesperson's desk and digitize it? How do we take that fishbowl of business cards from the trade show and bring that online? That's what B2B 1.0 was all about. B2B 2.0 was about, hey, now we can track leads and we can pass them to sales, we can bring them online. But how do we automate the entire life cycle of a lead? Because marketing organizations, one of the main things that they do is to generate demand for the sales organization and generate leads. And so Marketo Engage, one of Adobe's offerings, was really a pioneer in this space that helped to automate this entire life cycle of a lead and really productize the idea that marketing can have a qualified lead and pass that over to the sales organization. But the way that sales focuses their time is they're focusing on accounts, and they're focusing on the teams of buyers within those accounts. And so as we head into the next era of B2B, it's starkly different because it's focused around not just individuals, but entire accounts. And not just acquiring new accounts, it's focused on the entire life cycle of the account. And the reason why we believe we're on the cusp of a new era, why this is happening now, is a couple of reasons. One, as I mentioned before, this is a generational transformation. The buyers, B2B buyers are different, B2B marketers are different, B2B sellers are different. We have a new generation of digital savvy, AI adopting buyers and sellers that are all driving a new way of interacting, and together with that, AI itself is evolving at a pace that is really creating a force multiplier in terms of the types of productivity and decision making that teams can expect. So this combination of a new generation and advances in AI is opening up new ways of being able to engage accounts across the entire life cycle. And I think of it a lot like a self-driving car. It's autonomous. It's reacting to all the signals around it, and it can do all of this in real time. Adobe has very deep roots in consumer marketing. So to talk just for a moment about this transformation in consumer marketing, Three things that we found were incredibly important as retailers went online and began to combine digital experiences with in-store experiences. And that was, you had to have very rich data on your customer, you had to have amazing content, and you had to have personalized journeys. And if you think about the world of B2B, it's very different from consumer marketing, and in many ways it's much harder, because having data, rich data on the customer means that you need to have a map of the entire account. I like to think of those whodunit boards that you see in the detective shows. You need to know all the people who were involved, who's missing, and how they're connected. And so you need to have a picture that reflects a real B2B account. And then you need to be able to gather and interpret all the signals from all the interactions of those people. In terms of content, B2B organizations produce very detailed educational content because the journeys that a buyer goes through can be 10, 12 months, multiple years, and so it takes a lot of content just to take one customer through an entire buying cycle. And so the amount of content that you need is very great. The type of content that you need is very different, and we're solving for that now with generative AI. It's bringing an order of magnitude of scale to the amount of content that our B2B marketing teams can create for their personalized experiences. And the third one, in terms of the journeys, I mentioned that journeys are very long in B2B, but you also have this collective group of people making a purchase decision. It's not a single person like you have in the world of our personalized purchases that you make. It's often a group of people in the organization, a decision maker, influencers throughout the organization, and so across months or even years, the volume of touch points that you need to be able to support is a whole lot greater. And now with the emergence of agentic AI, we're solving for that, the ability to orchestrate those experiences across the entire buyer journey. And so when we think about B2B 3.0 and this evolution, it's one part this external experience across the full customer lifecycle that I've talked about, but it's also all of the internal activities and coordination across teams that it takes to do all the things that I just described. And so we're applying AI to solve problems on both sides here, to be able to create the personalized experience and engagement directly with the customers, as well as to increase the productivity of the teams to be able to speed time to market with their various campaigns and their journeys. Another big part of what we're doing with AI is improving decision making. So yes, teams can move a lot faster with AI helping them, and the approach that we take with AI is really to assist different roles on the marketing team and elevate what it is that they're able to do on a day-to-day basis. But it's also about helping them to make better decisions and bring more consistency and quality across the team. So let me give you a couple of examples, and then I'll pause and I'll take some questions. So one of the areas where we're investing in AI agents is in B2B account orchestration, that journey of an account. And so we're using AI agents to figure out, hey, who are the people in the buying center within an account, the decision maker, the group of influencers who matter, so that when you start to guide them through a personalized journey, you can focus on the right personas and the right messaging for the right personas. Then we're assisting the marketing practitioners by giving them recommendations through an AI agent in terms of what is the right next step that they should be building into their journeys. And we'll be expanding upon that to then be able to create entire journeys using AI, freeing up the marketer's time then to think about the more strategic approach to engaging the accounts. And then finally, marketing and sales work together, of course, right? And marketing is developing these opportunities for the sales organization. We're using AI agents to then prepare the sales reps for their meetings by giving them summaries of all the engagement that's happened within these buying groups. So just taking these signals and distilling them down into insights that they can use so that they can have more meaningful conversations in their sales meetings. So that's one area we're investing in AI. We're also continuing to invest in generative AI to speed content creation to power these personalized journeys. We're investing in new analytics so that customers can better understand, hey, what's working and what's not working in these journeys, and so how can I take the insights from all these signals and use that to improve on the journeys themselves. And all of this is intended to help speed time to market. The last thing I'll mention, and I'll open up to questions, is that one of our core offerings, Marketo Engage, is our market-leading market automation application, and we're investing in new AI there as well. And so Marketo Engage focuses in on the individual leads themselves, and we're bringing out and applying one of our agents to then also be able to provide recommendations around lead-centric journeys, so that whether you're looking at a customer through the lens of an entire account, through the lens of a particular buying center or multiple buying centers that you have within the account, or whether you're looking at the individual person and the leads, you have AI that's helping you across that entire process.